All right, guys, we're getting back onto this electrical project. We've done a ton of work since the last videos you've seen on it. So Chico's here. It's super hot, man. It's like, it was 90 some degrees yesterday. This is the second time I've changed already because I've been working in the attic, pulling electrical wires in for the furnace, lights, stuff like that. Just a future. We ran a future up there as well, but Chico doesn't know we're filming again, so I'm gonna run over there and we're gonna get an on-spot interview real quick here. All right, Chico, we're filming today. On-spot interview. When did you realize you were the best electrician in the world? And how did you handle the pressure?
I want to thank for all the people who made it happen first.
Who?
Ooh, good question. I guess I'm gonna do my dad.
Yeah.
And you know, he inspired me to be who I am, and I wouldn't be doing this right now if it wasn't for him.
All right. All right, so Chico is, what would you call this, Chico? Tying in the box?
Tying it into the breaker box, yes, sir.
So you could see all the labels. And how many circuits do we have here?
We have over 25 circuits running a 4,000 square foot house.
And that's a lot of GFIC breakers.
Yes.
So what do they run about?
Flash breakers.
Arc flash. So they run about $50, $60 a piece?
About 42.
Oh, great. There goes the budget.
Yeah, new code. 2018 requires arc flash breakers to be circuited throughout the whole house.
So this is why houses cost so much money. So we're going to do a little walkthrough and catch up on what we've been doing. Chico's going to keep working on that. I'm going to throw a little time lapse up. We're time lapsing him running all these wires into this box because he's had about 2 hours tied up into this already, and pretty much doesn't look like he did anything.
You son of a bitch.
Oh, beep! Gotta bleep that out.
Sorry. Damn it.
So we're gonna walk over here and just take a look at some stuff. I did a video already on some of this Uponor stuff, so guys can just let me know what you think about that. If it's something you would put in your house, or if you're into the conventional copper. And then we'll walk down through here. This is, I don't know, how many thousands of feet of wire do you think we put in?
Each roll is 500-foot rolls.
Those are 1,000-foot rolls.
1,000-foot rolls.
Yeah, so yeah, I mean, I'd have to say we're between all the 14.3, 12.3, we're close to 5,000 feet. So we're doing, we spent probably about an hour laying out all of these cans. And what do they call these sconces? These pennants. Yeah, I can't get that right, but there's 3 pennants over top of the island. I laid the island out. This perimeter right here is a 1-foot overhang with a radius around it. And we went to multiple granite companies and none of them were too happy about the size we're looking for. So this is going to be 60 inches wide by 120 inches long. Kitchen sink in the middle. And it's just, it's a big piece. So everybody's upcharging big time for all that. So I'm going to run some wires to this pennant right now. So for these over top of the countertop, I'm just going 1, 2, 3, and then home running back to the box, correct?
That box, yeah, the box I switch in?
Yeah. Because I had a bunch of 14.2 up there pieces.
You do?
Yeah, so I'm just going to try to use them up. Okay. Then those can lights, I ended up across the overhang in the front porch.
Okay. I
ended up finding like 2 feet of slack up there, and then I just relocated it over to the other box.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I'm using scrap wire now, so at this point it doesn't matter if we go a little bit heavy because a lot of this stuff was getting pitched anyways. So I think they like to see about 8 inches hanging out for inspection. I'm going to throw a staple up here just to keep it a little bit uniform. So these pennant lights ended up laying right out on this eye joist. So we originally were going to use these heavy duty fan boxes, but the way it laid out, center to that island, ended up getting those 1/2 inch deep, I guess are remodeling boxes, not really sure here. So we're gonna run this across here. So it's going 1, 2, 3. And then we'll just cut this along. Get it in here. Staple that up there. So like I said, these are all scraps. Not going to be able to use it very many other places. So now I got to get a home run from here back to that switch box over there. But let's go upstairs and check out what the HVAC guys got going on here. So we have 2 furnaces, one on the first floor, and then decided to go within the attic. So this is a storage room, but I ran lights and stuff in here, but this isn't really getting finished. This was just like a bonus room / storage, but just wanted to get the stuff in and done now in case it would ever be switched to something else. But going up into the attic, we stretched all kind of lights 14-2 down through over to there to each 4 corners of the house for spotlights. And we're going to do a combination spotlight and security cameras. So this is the furnace up here. We're doing feeds and returns in every room. And I ran extra wire up here for lights and a future, possibly attic fan. But we did go with Lennox furnace. I believe it's a 98% efficiency furnace, so hopefully it does us well. And then this being in the attic space, code is they have to wrap all the ductwork, and it has to meet a minimum of R8. You can see R value there. So that's what we got going on there. Go back downstairs. Gotta find the steps here. Go outside and check out the grass. It's coming in really nice. So you could see we planted grass. I think this is week 2 for this first layer. And I ran the rain leaders all around this house. It rained several times. You can see the ditch line here. But once we started watering it every day, it really sunk. So what I'll do is, that's a couple truckloads of topsoil I hauled in. Once the grass grows, I'll come back and fine tune the ditch lines. We just had to get the grass growing here because every time it rained, it was splashing mud right up onto the patio. It was just making a huge mess. So this is where we cut all those exterior light fixtures. They all worked out symmetrical to the door. Luckily we were able to make them fit. Doing a single over top of that French doors there, and then if you look up there, that's gonna be a spotlight. There's a spotlight on all 4 corners. The way those roof trusses laid out, we decided to keep it 3 bays back in, so you know there wasn't an issue with hitting something structural drilling through with a hole saw. So we're gonna keep moving on the inside, and we'll be back here shortly. And you can see we got some temporary power to these can lights in the kitchen just to make sure everything works. All right, guys, that's a wrap. So put in a good solid couple days here with Chico, and I lost track of how many hours we have in wiring this house. It was a little more than I think we both thought, but so far it's just been him and I. I had Brandon up here a couple hours one day helping us pull wire and stuff, but like always, man, I look forward to working with Chico, and he's just a great friend, and those are hard to come by these days. So like always, I appreciate you guys watching, and make sure you stay tuned because we're going to keep moving forward on this project. We're trying to get all this stuff buttoned up. Got to get the plumbing buttoned up. We're going to get a final, that's not a final, it's a rough plumbing inspection and a rough electrical inspection before we can start doing insulation and stuff. And I have some good news coming about the in-floor heat system. I've been working with a different company, and I think we come up with a deal here on the boiler system. So like always, we appreciate you watching. Take care.